And welcome to the Sports Splurge, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anthony Battle.
And I'm Leif Bakken.
And today on the show, we have some Minot State sports. We have Keith Ailes in the building, ladies and gentlemen. And, we'll talk some other things, NCAA Championship, NHL, NBA, all that good, lovely stuff.
Yeah, all the regular stuff, except we switch spots.
And I'm not wearing normal pants.
You don't tell everyone that. I mean, it's whatever.
All right. Well, I'll just get right down to it. The Minot State softball team had a couple doubleheaders this weekend as their first stop was down to Southwest Minnesota State. In Game 1 against the Mustangs, the Beavers would fall to the Mustangs 4-3. In Game 2 of the doubleheader, the Beavers would out-hit the Mustangs, but would lose to the Mustangs 5-2. The softball team headed down to Sioux Falls to take on the University of Sioux Falls, and they would lose Game 1 to the Cougars 6-8, as errors would prove to be costly as they had 4. In Game 2, it was all offense for the Cougars as they had 15 hits and would take Game 2 10-2. The Beavers will be back in action tomorrow against the Dakota College of Botany. So that's all I have for my portion of Minot State sports. What about you, Leif?
Well, we'll talk a little more softball in a bit. Let's move on to baseball, where Minot State baseball was also in Sioux Falls to take on the Vikings. The Beaver outing didn't go as planned, falling to Augustana 1-11, 5-6, 6-14, and 1-16. With 24 hits over the weekend, the Beavers head to Bison Country on Wednesday to take on NDSU, and Wayne State will be in town over the weekend to take on the Beavers. So if you're in Minot, you can catch some Beaver action at Corbett Field, as Wayne State's in town all the way from Nebraska.
They are. And we also had soccer. They won
That's right.
a couple games this weekend down in Sioux Falls as they was a party down in Sioux Falls. His track team was also down there, and baseball and softball. So it was a pretty interesting weekend as soccer would take both games, and then track, Amber Hunsker won the javelin throw as well.
So, everything's starting to kind of move into motion, especially track with their first meet outdoors. So that's awesome. I heard it was really warm down in Augustana over the weekend.
South Dakota.
So it snowed last week down there, so I'm surprised that it was as warm as it was. And things went well for the track team and soccer, but we'll see if baseball and softball can start to turn their season around.
Yeah.
Softball
Had a good start, but then
Yeah.
conference play came up, and now they're starting to not be so hot. I think they're 1-6 right now in conference play, which isn't great, but they have all season to turn around because the season just started for them. Well, conference
and
play.
they were doing really well out in their tournaments that they were going to. Down in Florida went pretty well, and then the other one that was over in St. Cloud, I believe, that went really well for them. So that's kind of what's been going on, and hopefully they can find a way back into the swing of things, along with baseball, who's been struggling a little bit, but we'll see what they can do against the rest of the conference as well.
That's right. So we'll kick it back to our underwriters, and then we'll have Keith Ailes, and we'll talk a little bit of opening day and an interview with the man, the myth, the legend, Keith Ailes.
All American Trophies for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Located on South Broadway.
Artman, women's clothing, accessories, and art supplies, located at 13th Main Street, South Minot.
Badlands Grill, featuring steak, seafood, chicken, pasta, and classic comfort food. At Badlands, everyone is welcome.
Buffalo Wings and Rings, the sports restaurant experience where everyone is a VIP. BWR goes way beyond just Buffalo Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, and sports, located on South Broadway across from Walmart.
Center for Extended Learning, reaching across the state of North Dakota and beyond. The Minot State University Center for Extended Learning empowers you to choose your educational path.
Digital Office Center. Technology solutions for every business need. Located in Minot and Bismarck.
El Azteca, authentic Mexican cuisine, fresh and fast. Fiance Bridal, located in downtown Minot, and now you can shop online.
Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream. Good times to be together.
iHeartMedia, providing multi-platform advertising and marketing opportunities for partners and world-class entertainment for listeners.
Jacobson Music, a family-owned music business with 3 retail locations in Dickinson, Bismarck, and Minot.
KCJB 910 AM, Minot's news and information station.
KIZZ FM Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
KRRZ 1390 AM, Minot's classic hits.
KXMA, Mix 99.9, Minot's best music mix.
KYYZ FM 97 kicks today's hot new country.
KZTR FM 105.3 The Fox, Minot's rock station.
MSU Beaver Hockey. Visit us online at msubeaverhockey.com or on Facebook and Twitter.
MSU Athletics, NCAA Division II, promoting good character and a positive experience. Red Rising.
MSU Art Department, stimulating creativity campus-wide by providing exhibits and art events.
MSU's Theater Department, offering the highest quality of entertainment at Minot State. Enjoy. We'll see you at the theater.
Midwest Oil Jobs brings employers, retailers, and other professionals from the Midwest to connect under one roof.
Minot Plumbing, from winter chills through the dog days of summer. Our primary goal at Minot Plumbing and Heating is to keep your home comfortable for you and your family.
Pepsi, the local Pepsi-Cola bottling company serving the North Dakota areas in Minot, Dickinson, Devil's Lake, and Bottineau.
Pita Pit, fresh thinking, healthy eating, located on South Broadway.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
Red Green, Minot State's official student-run newspaper.
Spicy Pie, pizza, grinders, beer, located at Beaver Ridge Plaza.
Taco John's, offering fresh tacos, burritos, nachos, and breakfast, mixing Mexican and Western flavor.
Watney Realtors, full-service real estate agencies handling residential, commercial, and investment properties. You can visit them online at minothomes.com. Watney Realtors Cary Montoya, located on Northwest Broadway.
Welcome back to the Sports Splurge, ladies and gentlemen. I am joined with Leif Bakken, obviously, and now the man, the myth, the legend, Keith Ailes.
Man, you're making me sound famous and awesome. I kind of like it. I'm going to come back next week.
A little bit. So how are you feeling today, Keith?
Oh, I feel okay.
Yeah?
You know,
Yeah,
it was kind of
shiner there.
Yeah.
What happened?
Been there. Oh, I've had, it was probably just a little dark because we got off the bus at 3 this morning.
That's true, that is true.
Need to get some makeup on me or something.
Well, Keith, how long have you been playing baseball here at, you played here at Minot State, but how long have you been playing baseball your whole life?
Oh, man, since I could walk. I mean, I was kind of ambidextrous and a little goofy goober growing up. You know, I'd have my cleats on backwards on the wrong feet and a glove on my right hand. I throw right-handed. I could never figure out if I threw left-handed, right-handed, or if I bat left-handed or right-handed until I was like 16. But no, I'm just kidding. But I've been playing my whole life.
Nice. All right, so how did you find Minot State, or how did Minot State find you? How was the whole recruiting process from high school to, being into a college player?
It was a little wild, a little different. My first year, I went to Jamestown College, about a few hours east, NAI school here in North Dakota down the road, and I played my first year there and didn't quite have the best experience there, and ended up leaving that school my sophomore year. Took a year off and was a ski bum for a year, so that was fun and that was a good time. And then actually, my buddy from Jamestown ended up going to school here at MSU, Alec Grothy, another fellow senior, and gave me a call and was like, "Hey man, you want to go play baseball again?" I was like, "Okay, sure. I guess I'll give it a try." That's how I ended up here. He gave me a call. I came and checked it out, and I liked the campus and the guys on the team, and now I'm here.
All right, so elaborate on that. So what do you like mostly about the Minot State team, and what do you like about just being here at MSU?
I like kind of the brotherhood that we got going, and we have a lot of good guys, and we always have on this team, and being able to enjoy my time on the field with all those guys and off the field, which is super nice, and just a great group of guys to be around, and I'd say that.
Yeah, that's good. And lastly, this season is your last season, so how do you feel about the season so far? I know you guys aren't having the best of seasons, but how do you feel, personally, and then obviously about the team?
Slow start so far. It's been tough, especially this last weekend. Augie is one of the better teams in the conference. Right behind St. Cloud, usually ranked nationally. I don't know if they are this year, but just a good all-around team, and we just didn't quite show up. So I think it's going to be kind of a turning point for us for the rest of the season, taking on NDSU on Wednesday. and then that would be just a good chance to see a high level of competition and see a Division I team and be able to compete against them. So if we can put up some numbers against those guys, I think we can compete well with the rest of the conference. And most of April we're here at home at Corbett Field, which is our stomping grounds, and be in front of our home crowd. I think that will help us play a little better. So I have a positive outlook for the rest of the season.
That's good. It's good to have a positive outlook. Well, we'll start down to the debate and discussion. So first question is, thoughts on opening day?
I'm excited. I'm a Cleveland Indians fan. They're about to take on the Boston Red Sox here in a few hours, I believe.
You just love them so much.
So fingers crossed, Indians will start stepping it up. I just want one World Series win before I die. I think that, I think the Nationals are going to be a good ball club this year for the National League, and obviously the Cubs. The Cubs are going to be a good ball club this year, kind of coming off of a solid last year. They have a lot to prove, and it sucks, but the Kansas City Royals are in the same conference as the Indians, but they're really good, and I think they have a good chance come playoff time.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking too. When it comes down to the Royals, for sure, they're gonna be a powerhouse again. You're gonna have the Cubs again, making it pretty far. And my philosophy professor is always joking about how the Vikings will never win the Super Bowl and the Cubs will never win the World Series. So, but the Cubs again will be a strong team. Kind of like you, I like the Indians too, but I'm a Twins fan, so things haven't been super great for us. But looking forward to. They're playing Baltimore today, but I don't know.
Right there.
Another AL Central team, so they're kind of stacked.
But I think it'll be a fun season again, and I don't know. I just love watching baseball and being around the sport. And I unfortunately didn't get the opportunity you did. I never got to play high school ball or any of that to get to experience the college play. But getting to watch you guys play and announce for you guys is awesome. And being around the sport, I just love it so much.
Yeah, I like the Pirates, and they won yesterday, so that's always a plus.
Yeah, that's a good start for you guys.
They won over the Cardinals, division rivalry there.
Thanks.
So then, someone predicted that Boston Red Sox versus Chicago Cubs. Now I know the Chicago Cubs are a Vegas favorite to make it to the World Series, but what do you guys think on that?
Well, I saw this the other day, and I don't know where it was for sure. If I was just like Googling something and it came across, or if it was on Facebook, but I was like, man, it's really early to be doing this predicting thing since we're not officially in the season, and like you were saying before, Keith, that there's they have the Vegas bets and all that and predictions, but to predict the Red Sox and the Cubs already, Red Sox weren't. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one to say. They just picked up David Price, which is going to be a big one for them, and they got the bats. It's Big Poppy's last year, and I think he's going to put up some solid numbers. But
last one for him.
I think it's a little early to be saying with the Red Sox. The Cubs, on a different note, they could definitely make some noise this year, and picked up Jason Hayward. That's going to be a big addition to their outfield, and they got some good bats, and we'll see. I'm leaning more towards the Royals on the American League side instead of the Red Sox.
I agree with you.
In my opinion.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting, though, as the season, of course, as always, just in any sport, as the season goes on, you watch these teams develop. Some of these guys, especially in the NBA, I think we've been seeing lately, come out of the back row and they sweep a couple of games, and all of a sudden they're contending for a wild card spot.
Yeah, it's also a long season.
Yeah, that's the thing is they're already predicting all this, but they're playing 130 some games. That anything can happen. Right. Injuries can make, like you said, a really big impact, and you never know what could happen.
You don't.
Come trade deadline, and you can pick up some big guys, free agent guys, and you never know. I mean, that's the best part about the sport is kind of anyone can win on a daily.
Right. Yeah. I saw something else on Twitter that I didn't put down on paper. I don't know I didn't follow it quite right, so maybe you can explain to me, Keith. The MLB stat of the day was only 6 pitchers have ever batted 8th on opening day. And there must be some kind of
in the lineup?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, was it the Cubs?
I know
think
that today,
I read something. I think it was John Madden, either with the Rays or with the Cubs. He pulled that move where he put the pitcher batting 8 and then put position player batting 9 to try to change with the lineup, and it caused a big outroar. But I've never heard of that. Luckily in college, either our pitchers are pretty good hitters along, being able to kind of work both ways, or we have a DH, which is mostly what I do. So they let the pitchers focus on their day on the mound and what they need to do out there, and then I can do my job hitting and kind of give them that break.
I guess I kind of missed that question. What position do you play, Keith?
I mostly DH this year, and then a little bit of outfield, and I played outfield in the past, a little bit of first base here, so I've been around a little bit here at MSU to switch between a few different positions, but this year my job is to hit. So
as much as I love being around the sport, this is something I don't understand, and maybe it's different in college. When you designate hit, do you have to hit for the pitcher, or can it be anybody? Because if we have
it's for the pitcher.
Okay, because if we have good pitchers that can bat well, you might as well put your second baseman who isn't good.
Sometimes we have a few guys who do pitch and hit, and when they're hitting well, sometimes they will hit for themselves. Right. But mostly our coach, our pitching is kind of what has been our struggle this year. So he wants them to focus on pitching when we have a lot of good bats who can potentially fill that DH spot and help our team, and that's my job this year.
Right. Anthony, I think we could maybe if we work on our pitching, we could maybe go over to the Beavers.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Left-handed, right? You need left-handed pitchers.
I'm
I gotta work on.
And I played second base. That was it. That's all I got.
Second.
Stick to tying guys in knots and run the wrestling mat.
Exactly. I'll just stick to the wrestling mats. And then last question of the day: the NCAA tournament, North Carolina versus Villanova. That's the final game. Who you got, Keith?
I mean, I haven't been paying a lot of attention to it, but I'm not really a huge fan of North Carolina, and I like to kind of go for the underdog a little bit. So I'm going to go with Villanova, just with the past of North Carolina. I mean, that just sounds super cliche and super stupid, but I guess I should pay attention a little more. But I'm going to go for Villanova.
I don't know. It's a 1 and a 2, and I like the way North Carolina's been playing, and I like the way Villanova's been playing. And the talk is Villanova's going to lose to North Carolina because they're not as good, but it's going to start off as a really good game, and I'm really looking forward to it because I love following the college basketball. I can't follow NBA for some reason, and I don't know why.
It's just kind of college sports, because college sports they're not getting paid, and you can just see the kind of a huge difference in the effort level. I mean, it's the same thing with college baseball. Guys are not running out ground balls, fly balls, but in college baseball, those guys are going as hard as possible. It's all for kind of the love of the game, and that's what I do like about college basketball, is watching that. So I think both those teams are really going to show that too. Yeah, so it's going to be a really good game. I'm leaning towards North Carolina, but I think Villanova is going to give a good show and make it closer than what everyone's expecting, and it should be a good championship game, and that's what you always hope to expect from a championship game.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be definitely North Carolina, high offense, Villanova, good defense.
Yep.
So it's that offensive defensive battle you always see, and they say defense wins championships, so who knows, but I'm going to be obviously pulling for North Carolina. I used to live there for a little bit, so I'm going to go Tar Heels. So then that's all we have today. Thank you, Keith, for joining us.
You bet.
And we'll kick it back to our underwriters, and then we'll talk some more sports, and more sports.
All-American Trophies, for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Located on South Broadway.
Artman, women's clothing, accessories, and art supplies. Located at 13th Main Street, South Minot.
Badlands Grill, featuring steak, seafood, chicken, pasta, and classic comfort food. At Badlands, everyone is welcome.
Buffalo Wings and Rings, the sports restaurant experience where everyone is a VIP. BW&R goes way beyond just Buffalo Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, and sports. Located on South Broadway across from Walmart.
Center for Extended Learning, reaching across the state of North Dakota and beyond. The Minot State University Center for Extended Learning empowers you to choose your educational path.
Digital Office Center. Technology solutions for every business need. Located in Minot and Bismarck.
El Azteca, authentic Mexican cuisine, fresh and fast. Fiance Bridal, located in downtown Minot, and now you can shop online.
Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream. Good times to be together.
iHeartMedia, providing multi-platform advertising and marketing opportunities for partners and world-class entertainment for listeners.
Jacobson Music, a family-owned music business with 3 retail locations in Dickinson, Bismarck, and Minot.
KCJB 910 AM, Minot's news and information station.
KIZZ FM, Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
KRRZ 1390 AM, Minot's classic hits.
KXMA, Mix 99.9, Minot's best music mix.
KYYZ, FM 97 kicks today's hot new country.
KZTR FM 105.3 The Fox, Minot's rock station.
MSU Beaver Hockey. Visit us online at msubeaverhockey.com or on Facebook and Twitter.
MSU Athletics, NCAA Division II, promoting good character and a positive experience. Red Rising.
MSU Art Department, stimulating creativity campus-wide by providing exhibits and art events.
MSU's Theater Department, offering the highest quality of entertainment at Minot State. Enjoy. We'll see you at the theater.
Midwest Oil Jobs brings employers, retailers, and other professionals from the Midwest to connect under one roof.
Minot Plumbing, from winter chills through the dog days of summer. Our primary goal at Minot Plumbing and Heating is to keep your home comfortable for you and your family.
Pepsi, the local Pepsi-Cola bottling company serving the North Dakota areas in Minot, Dickinson, Devil's Lake, and Bottineau.
Pita Pit, fresh thinking, healthy eating, located on South Broadway.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
Red Green, Minot State's official student-run newspaper.
Spicy Pie, pizza, grinders, beer, located at Beaver Ridge Plaza.
Taco John's, offering fresh tacos, burritos, nachos, and breakfast, mixing Mexican and Western flavor.
Watney Realtors, full-service real estate agencies handling residential, commercial, and investment properties. You can visit them online at minothomes.com. Watney Realtors Cary Montoya, located on Northwest Broadway.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sports Splurge. I am Anthony Battle.
And I'm Leif Bakken.
And by the way, how do my eyebrows look, Leif?
What's the term? On point? Is that what it is?
Fleek.
Fleek.
Anyways, Briley, awesome camera lady, and we had a guest. She was a guest on the show, did my eyebrows. So can I get a close-up shot of these bad boys? We got it. Do we get? Not there yet. Hey, there we go. Look at Thank you, Briley, for those eyebrows.
This is because I did the mustache thing to you, isn't it?
And I had a mustache all break, and then I shaved it off.
And then
nice.
have.
Nice, I got a shot of. Look at this
I'm growing
thing.
something.
All
I don't know what it is
shaven.
yet. I'm growing something back.
I look good.
You look great for today's show. That is the honest truth. Honest truth.
Oh.
Professional sports.
Professional sports. You got the NHL. Do you?
Oh yeah. See,
you
starting to come back in.
Stubble. That's it. What is that? Is that a shadow?
It's my chops. My land chops. Okay.
Anyways, you got
enough of that.
You know you like your NHL, so I'll let you have that.
I do like the NHL. It's something new and fantastic that I'm getting into. So
it's been around for a while, actually.
It has been. Actually, Kayla and I, our sound man, had a discussion about NHL and the Stanley Cup, so that's exciting. But anyway, we'll talk about what's going on tonight with the Lightning and the Islanders at 6 o'clock. Rangers taking on the Blue Jackets at 6 as well. Panthers and the Maple Leafs at 6:30. Coyotes versus the Blues at 7, and Kings versus the Canucks at 9 for your nightcap. So that is exciting. Also, something interesting I ran across, Anthony. The first time since 1970 and the second time in history, no Canadian team will be in the running for the Stanley Cup.
But there will be Canadian players. I know that for sure.
And it's probably some Russians and some Polacks and some other people from other countries other than the United States.
And the Pittsburgh Penguins, 10 years in a row that they've made it to the playoffs.
Really?
So
wow.
That's pretty impressive.
That's interesting. What's their record? I don't even know what their record looks like this year. I don't like the
I don't know.
I mean, except, no, actually, I do like the
Go
Penguins because who
Penguins.
doesn't want to be a Penguin? I like the Wild.
I want to be a Penguin.
And the Blackhawks, but that's because that's like a regional thing, you know?
Yeah.
I want to watch the Blackhawks. Oh, we talked about that. Never mind. Let's talk about that championship game again, though.
NCAA Championship game tips off at 8:19 p.m. Central Time.
Why 8:19?
So 9:19 Eastern Time. But
Or 7:19 Mountain Time, and then if you're on the coast.
6:19 California Time, and Hawaii Time is 4:19.
Wow. Geography.
Boom. Anyways,
That's what that class does for
I
you.
am, like I said, pulling for North Carolina offensive battle versus defense.
Yeah.
I mean, Carolina's been hot from the three-point line as well. Really, their offenses looked amazing. Teamworks looked great. They're firing all cylinders.
Yeah, I mean, both of these teams are doing awesome.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
Villanova also on fire, and Villanova destroyed Oklahoma in the Final Four game. By the way, that was the biggest margin of victory in a Final Four game was that Villanova-Oklahoma game.
Wow. Well, congratulations to them on getting their name somewhere anyway. It's unfortunate for your father, whose bracket got messed up on that. But yours got messed up a long time ago. So
all
of them were screwed up.
I am still in first place, though. I won.
You won.
I won.
So nobody gets a T-shirt. But this is a good transition into. If you are interested in getting a T-shirt from the Sports Splurge, we're going to order them soon. Please comment on the post on Facebook that we made earlier or on this video. Comment your size, and we're probably going to sell them for $5 or $7. So, hey, what the heck? That'll be great.
The Sports Splurge with Anthony Battle and Leif Bakken.
It'll be
you
awesome.
Get to have our names on a shirt that you are wearing, and you get to represent us.
And we'll hopefully get to do this again next semester if Anthony wants to and if I want to. Should be great.
Thumbs up on the back of the shirt like that.
Should we get our faces on the back?
Yes.
It's gonna be great. So if you want a T-shirt, let us know your size. We'll order them, and somehow we'll exchange some money. The money will go towards the broadcast department here at Minot State. Thanks to them for letting us have our show and giving us a little bit of funding for the show. So it'll be awesome.
And then also in NBA news, Shaq, Iverson, and Yao Ming lead Hall of Fame class this year in the NBA. So a couple guys that did not win titles, Iverson and Yao Ming, but Shaq won a title, and Iverson, by the way, is a really good player.
Yeah.
Yao Ming, good player. So, a lot of individual guys, more or less. No titles though for them. Pretty sad.
Well,
I like Iverson.
Again with the NBA, NBA, any professional sport, I guess. It's interesting, those guys that get to go into the Hall of Fame and
how they
get their
choose it.
recognition
I know
and
what you mean.
stuff. So it's fun to have that. Coming up in the near future on this show, we're going to have some draft things, hopefully,
Right.
and track that down. Carson Wentz from NDSU, and he's one of the top contenders, so that's interesting. But
He is.
lots of great things going on in sports.
And that's all we have today for the Sports Splurge with I am Anthony Battle.
And I'm Leif Bakken.
And I hope you guys have a great day.